Good afternoon, my friends. My name is Lama Jigme Gyatso. I'm the non-sectarian Buddhist monk, yogi, healer, and teacher. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Happy Earth Day week. Is that a right way to say it? Who knows? As I've mentioned on many videos, I am considered to be profoundly controversial. I'm liberal and non-sectarian, which is the opposite of being a fundamentalist. Over the past 26 centuries, Neo-Taoism has crept into Buddhism, and Hinduism has crept into Buddhism. So much so that very few people know what Buddha actually taught. And when I say people, I'm talking about actual nuns and monks. A lot of salesmanship has crept into Buddhism. A lot of politics have crept into Buddhism. Politics such as manipulating the masses, for their own good, of course, but still manipulating the masses. One of the most popular ways of doing this is through devotion. Whether it's devotion to a Buddha, whether you like the Tibetan word yidam, or the Sanskrit words deva or devi, or the teacher, be it Lama or Guru. Devotion can be a trap. Now, sometimes devotion spontaneously bubbles up. Let's explore that for a moment. There's spontaneous attachment in our lives. The spontaneous attachment of an infant or a child to its parents, we could call that devotion. The spontaneous attachment of a tween to its peer. And the spontaneous attachment of an adolescent to its object of lust. Now, rather than trying to repress that, we can bring that into the path and use devotion of a child to a parent, and you bring that into the path of bliss and letting go. We can bring the devotion or attachment of a tween or pre-adolescent to a peer, bring that into the path of emulation. We can bring attachment to one's sexual partner into the path of tantra. And those can be wonderfully useful and beautiful things. However, one of the traps of fundamentalism is using devotion as an end run around life's difficulties. Well, I'll just believe good and hard and that'll get me through. It really won't. You see, as a liberal, as a radical, I don't believe in belief. Belief is a contrivance of intellect and emotion. But if you were watching someone in a functional MRI, in a life or death situation, you will watch their blood mass leave their prefrontal cortex, leave their midbrain, and pull in their brainstem, making both intellectual contrivance and emotional contrivance impossible. So the great irony is that when we need it the most, physiologically, belief abandons us. We can add that to the observation of many sound Buddhist scholars that the original teachings of Buddha that we have recorded There's no mention of devotion. There's no mention of belief. Occasionally it's called, there's enthusiasm for the teachings, and that's great. But there's a difference between enthusiasm for the teachings and taking a sutra and worshiping it. Bowing before it, and lighting candles before it, and all that silliness. The path is simple. It is liberation from the tyranny of sufferings and their causes. Liberation from the tyranny of impulses and their causes. Enlightenment is the mastery of Buddha's mental yogas of wisdom, peace, love, and joy. That doesn't mean we should worship wisdom, peace, love, and joy anthropomorphically, as if they were beings sitting upon great celestial rocking chairs with great big beards, kind of like Gandalf, but without the hobbits. That is a waste of energy. If we have energy, if we have enthusiasm, let's apply it to simply practicing the teachings in the most efficient and effective way. The teachings of love and the wisdom of letting go. The teachings of peace and joy. We must assure that the wisdom of letting go creates peace, and the wisdom and the yogas of love create joy. Let us not squander time scribbling poems of praise to noble attributes or real or imagined individuals. When we have the time and the energy, it's better to use our resources to practice, to become more and more familiar and more skilled at bringing whatever we are experiencing circumstantially, physically, emotionally, and intellectually into Buddha's paths. Buddha's paths are remarkably effective when applied properly. Sadly, they're seldom applied properly. There are many teachers, there are some teachers out there who really can help you. I'll be glad to help you any way I can. The next series of Saturday meditation classes begins May 3rd. Some people will attend over Skype, and some people will attend in person if they live in the Los Angeles area. You can register using the lamajigme.com link below. If you do not have, so some people are concerned about money, and so let me just put that fear to rest. Some people give me $35 a class, and that's beautiful. Some give me more, some give me less, some give me nothing. What's most important is that you show up for class 10 minutes early, enthusiastic to learn. That's it. Oh yeah, by the way, do your darn homework. Those are the main things. My friends, I thank you for your time and your kind attention. May everyone follow their bliss with both wisdom and love. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Bye-bye now.